Alright, there will be two quick games, and the common theme would be what should you do when Matchmaker gives you some potatoes. So I quickly turn my head around and I see that we have two medium tanks at spawn and they're not moving. Looks like they're AFK, and this is supremacy mode. We have to capture bases. So what do? I still move at D because even if I won't be able to capture D, I think that I should be able to at least reset it if someone wants to contest it on the red team. Fortunately, at this point, those tanks start to move, but the problem with them is that I didn't know why they were late. Probably they were drinking something. Now they see that the game has started, so they think that they have to contribute to this game, and the best way to contribute to this game is to just move forward and die pretty quickly. And that's what this tank is going to do. He dies like in, I don't know, in less than 10 seconds. He just he doesn't look at the map. He doesn't try to do anything really. He just moves forward and dies. And it's I know that some people play it for fun, and their ideas of fun game play could be different from mine, but this is atrocious behavior. So unfortunately, we have players like this. So how you what do you do next? So the thing is, you should understand that you have to try to keep calm and look for opportunities. So we lost two tanks, and we are losing on capture points. So we are losing this game pretty heavily. But there is still an option to win it. For example, that J Panther was kind of isolated. We killed it. I have support from another tank which was AFK. And now we have isolated Sturmmill, and this is kind of opportunity that we could exploit. I hope that Sturmmill has the top gun, which has long reload. It's hard hitting, but reload is really long. So I'm willing to take one shell and then quickly kill him. But unfortunately, Sturmmill uses fast firing gun, which means that he would be able to put more than one shell in me, and I lose half of my health. But it was a good trade because we killed the tank which was isolated. Now I'm turning and I continue to look for opportunities. I have to play safe because now there are only 3 of us, and enemy tanks they have 5. Well, now they have 4. So I'm still looking for easy kills because I can't stand against overwhelming force. So I'm trying to snipe, and it looks like another tank goes down, and we could focus him, which means that unfortunately my ally dies. No, he's still alive. So now it's 3 versus 3. Yeah, he dies anyway. But now this game seems kind of manageable. We lost heavily on points, but there are some isolated red tanks, and I have certain amount of health to compensate for this. I decide to take back C because we have to slow down capture progress. I think that that red enemy tank VK, he wasn't a very good player because he was kind of driving around, which allows me to capture the base, and I think that I should be able to kill him. And yes, he's pretty slow to react, so I'm able to just drive around him, though the Chinese tank is, this tank is pretty slow, but it's fast enough for me to go cycles around relatively new players. My ally also captured another base, so we have turned capture points in our favor, and now we actually killed some tanks, and now there are 2 of us versus 1 enemy tank. Unfortunately, that's T-29, which is a pretty tough tank. How you approach this? well, now we lead on capture points, and the safest way to play this game is just not to die. So I say negative to my teammate because I want him to stay alive. I'm not fast enough to type this, but hopefully he understands. So the score now is pretty close. T29 starts to recapture C, but we still have more capture points, so we should win this game easily. And that's how we approach this. You always have to play opportunistically, try to see how you could bend the game to your favor, get back capture points, kill isolated tanks, and keep calm and don't rush like this tank at the start. And that's one way to win more games. Another game happens when I'm driving T62 Chinese light tank, and I noticed that my team would probably go to the town. We have many tank destroyers, and tank destroyers they often tend to prefer town. So I go to the very central location, and my idea is that I would just sit in the middle and I would spot the enemy. And this would create a kind of ideal situation. Those guns would stay in town, and I would provide vision, and technically we should be good. The problem though is that I have to remain unspotted, because the moment they notice me, I would be a very easy target. It seems like all of them went to the caves, so we are pretty separated, and the middle ground is no one's territory, and I should be the first one to spot the enemy. So here is the first spot. I'm actually pretty scared of Speerpanzer. Right, we have it. Yeah, we have it, because that's the thing which could outspot me probably. But fortunately, he went to another flank. I thought that maybe I should pursue him, but I'm a bit scared of rolling into that direction, because those tank destroyers could just continue moving. That's the thing that often happens. They go to the caves, they don't see the enemy, and they continue rolling forward. So if you would be meeting that Speerpanzer, they could just annihilate you very fast. So I'm moving into the opposite direction because I want to take that hill, and from that hill I'm trying to spot tank destroyers which are camping on the other side. So from this location I provide vision for my team, and they do great work of killing the enemy. Well, I'm not sure if they're doing the great work, but at least I'm doing some work. The danger here is that I could be overwhelmed, but it doesn't happen. Speerpanzer probably wanted to spot me, but he gets spotted instead. I sit here pretty comfortably, and I know that I have support. I won't be rushed because I have so many tank destroyers behind me, and that's one way to play this map. So when you have people in town, you could probably tell them to just stay there and snipe and provide vision for your team. It's a relatively good combination, because on this side there's plenty of cover, so you could hide behind those hills, and you are relatively safe from being crushed, because if they would try to close in, people in town would support you and could easily kill red players which would try to rush you. So now we are leading quite heavily. I think that I am safe to go forward and clean up. I think that I'm not sure where T28 is. I see Speerpanzer. I want to kill him, but unfortunately I will take one shot from T28 because he's looking into my direction. But it doesn't matter. We win. It's a devastating victory. So that's another way to play this map when your team goes to the town. So thanks for watching, and good luck on the battlefield.